lot of people are so...
Sorry, do you want to just move forward, or do you want to move there?
Do you want to move forward? Do you hear? No?
This is sit here.
Yeah, actually, So most publishers now are but that basically do your company, do your marketing, and do sell cornerstones, book tours. The book tours are okay if people are in who you are. There's no point setting a book tour up if no one knows who you are. It's just sort of waste of money, and you don't really get your return back. So the other big thing that's changed. It used to be everybody thinks to get big advance, thousands of pounds worth they did, but not anymore. What they want now is an agent, a blog, a website, Facebook page, Facebook fan page. There's also
they want you to already be established.
basically you have to do your own stuff. Have their you're doing their marketing for you, and that's part of the journey for me. So far as this is a very multitasker. That's part of it. Marketing is such a promotion is such big part of it without traveling into the line of stalking and spamming. So people come like this again. You want to get to that point. You want to get to that point where you go, oh, I remember that. Not the point where here we go again. But so when I got it a year and a half, 2 years, I thought to myself, I'm sitting month after month waiting on these publishers who are not applying because there's a reception on, or you get it's in the pile. It's in the pile. The pile is the pile, to be honest with you. I'll give you an example. One magazine called SFX, I sent my book to review. Nothing. So I rang them up. I donated that to X-Farm. I said, do you read it? No. We get so many, we just do self-publish. Okay. And that's the thing, everybody has this thing about self-publishing, but it is the way it goes. When the publishers don't come, it's the same, if you don't do it yourself, you have to do it yourself. So I went and searched a couple of avenues, and one that we have all in place was CreateSpace. Are you in that one?
Yeah, CreateSpace.
CreateSpace seems to be the one. We found out through a lady called Catherine Ryan Howard. She wrote Mousetrap, and Mousetrap is about her experiences in working in Disneyland. And that has become one of the things. She now has her own website, everything else, the sales books and her other books, and that's all from herself. And by the time Catherine's, so a publisher came to Catherine and said, oh, we'd like to publish your book. She says, no, okay, but and that, if it works, and that's the good thing about self-publishing. But there's so many traps, and that really thing is one. The first year of publishing, the money comes to you, the money doesn't go from you to somebody else. If somebody is, anyway, you've got this time, if somebody said you can, I'll give you this, if you give me this, and I'll do that for you.
Yeah, absolutely, it's the same. You've got to be your own man, absolutely your own woman on this. There's no other way to be done. Nobody else is coming. It's your book, your project, so you've got to be your own manager, your own marketing person. You've got to know. It is
you're an artist. I was going to say you're an artist. If you do art, happy days. It's another job that you don't have to pay for. The only part of my book I paid for was the covers. I was a guy I found from a website called Autonomy, where say you've written a book, you upload a portion of that book to this website, autonomy.com, and it goes into sort of like a tombola. And so it's everybody comments and doesn't comment, and you get rated up and down. So your book could possibly go to the top 5. And go to the publishing desk of Penguin to see if it's good enough. If the rest of the world said it's great, they're going to look at it. But again, you're doing all the work for them. Because they're just saying, there's our website, put your books up, and then you nothing then. It start off a really good place to learn the craft, because people will give genuine comments and say, well, paragraph 1, change that, do that, take that out, or drop the whole thing, or add this in. And that's become, oh, your book's great, help me get the number 1. And I don't think if you get the number 1, then you get the publishing contract. That's not the way Autonomy works. And I spent a lot of time on it, and I'm sort of regretting it a little bit because I've wasted time thinking, writing something else or doing something else. And when I find Catherine Ryan Howard, if you actually go to her website, she has a complete one on green space. How do you use the green space right? And I personally am hopeless with computers, shall we say. So I had somebody else do certain parts of it for me. But if you can't do it and you don't know somebody to look at the computers, create space, you pay them to do it. And all the price sheets where you've got, they can design your cover, they can edit your book, they will transfer your entire template, they will do it. Basically, you pay them, they will do everything that your book out. But I'm of the opinion the less money you have to pay out, the better, really. And that was the big thing for me. So the covers were over £60 from the American artist. 4 covers were $240. So that was my cost. The rest of it, I did the editing, I did the writing, the create space that me and somebody else to get the book out. And the nice thing about CreateSpace is, I'm using CreateSpace because it's my experience. There is other ones out there. If I make a mistake in the book and my book's published on CreateSpace, one, you don't have to order anything, it only gets published when somebody orders it. 2, you have the Kindle option. You don't, it's just go to Kindle, that's it, no money at all involved. 3, if my book's published and somebody says there's a typo on page 52, you can go back, correct your mistake, re-upload your book, and that's it back to normal. So, whereas the old days was literally as bought 2 books. Yeah, so if you have 200 books in the house with a typo, there's nothing you can do. This system is beautiful. Go, what's your experience this week? Tell everybody about Gikkie Bokker. This is Jason. I run the website as well and podcast. I actually found out about Jason 4 weeks ago.
About 4 weeks ago, yeah.
And this man's sitting is for me what my site's all about. He's a prime example. He's out in the middle of nowhere, literally. Has this brilliant thing called Gikkie Bokker, which nobody's heard of. Why has nobody heard of it? So tell your story.
Well, the whole thing started about 4 years ago when Nicola, my partner here, her parents moved down to Wexford, and I was a Dublin man working, and wasn't particularly enamoured with what I was doing. It wasn't very rewarding in what I was doing in the job and stuff like that. And we went down to Wexford by chance to visit the parents, and I couldn't believe I fell in love with the place. I went down, but when we went down there, I fell in love with all the characters around the place in the local village. You know, some guys down this place in Wexford. We're right down in the boggy marshland on the southeast, and it's fantastic. But when I was talking to Nicola's dad at the time, had a point to him, he mentioned when he was going down to Wexford, when he's bringing his children down to Wexford, he wanted to entertain them. Now, the new line wasn't there. It took over 3 hours to drive to Wexford in the 70s. And he used to occupy them with tales of these creatures, and he called them Gikkie Bokkers. Now, the first time I heard, what the hell is that? I have to know more about that. So we had a good talk, good point. Anything, if he was going down to Wexford and he brought his children down, if there was badger tracks, fox tracks, if there was anything weird out of the ordinary, it was a Gikkie Bokker. Whatever it was a Gikkie Bokker's fault. If a seal washed up on the shoreline, the Gikkie Bokker killed it. So this is the whole thing with him, right? I just went, man, this sounds fantastic. And I was captivated, and I said, look, can I make a story out of that? And he said, sure, yeah, no problem. Because that's all he had. He says, the Gikkie Bokkers did this, the Gikkie Bokkers did that. But anyway, I got hooked, I got sold on it. And what I did was, basically, all the people around the local area I based my book on. So the whole story and the whole character is actually based on real people. I don't know how I'm going to work that one on at the end, you know, copyright and stuff like that. But that's how it all started. And so it took me about a year solid while I was working to do the book. I was up till 2, 3 in the morning doing it. It was pretty tough, but at the same time the book wrote itself. I didn't have a script plan, I didn't have a this or that. It's literally just flew off my hand into the pen. So I write out, and then when I have that done, and I've got the book done, that way I type it. And then when it's in the computer, then I edit it as I go. And that's basically how the first book was done. I got it self-published. I got a loan off the credit union. 250 copies cost me about, what was it, $6,000 for the main.
What
There was
what
colour.
system do you use then? Well, how did you go about printing your books?
I just literally went to a printer and I did it myself. I typeset the whole thing, designed it, illustrated the whole thing myself, and then I just went, right, okay, I want this book printed.
Have you got a copy of the book with you?
I don't. They're sold out. They're all gone. I have 250 copies and they're gone, just like that. But you can view my first book is free online, and I'll give you the website address.
There is graphics.
I'll show you on the laptop when we wrap up.
So in terms of the book, how many pages of pictures and colour, and is it a hardback book? Or?
I did something like they call them airport copies. It's not a hardback, but it's not a softback either. The cover is in between. Like it's pliable, but it's very thick. It's 227 pages long, full colour front and back. I've got about 10 illustrations in it, and I am going to redo another version and put even more illustrations. My original thing was to do an illustration per chapter, because there was quite a lot of stuff, a lot of characters, and I want people to see what I'm seeing. But that will come out maybe another month or two. But I'll show you some of the stuff I have lined up already.
So you never knew about create space or anything like that?
No, I stumbled. I just literally, I completely winged this when I started out. Completely winged it.
Because there are a lot of people do search the internet for how do I get my book published, and that's where they fall in the traps. You will, because if you really want your book out, you will sort of fall for certain scams.
There was one
Does that
there.
never happen?
We had it as well. Like before this, I did go to a Strategic Book Marketing International,